Hello, welcome to the Thursday, August 22nd, 2019 edition of the Sands and Storms and Stormcast. My name is Johannes Ulrich and today I'm recording from Jacksonville, Florida. Today we got a great diary by Russ. He did one of his Blue Team versus Red Team diaries. What he did here is he used Commando VM. Commando VM is the complete Mandiant offensive VM, sort of competitor maybe to Kali Linux, but Commando VM is actually all in Windows. So for pen testers that prefer Windows, they can use Commando VM. Then he used Commando VM to launch attacks, and the second tool called the Kroll Artifact Passer and Extractor Cape by Eric Zimmerman in order to analyze these attacks and see what evidence he could find. If you're interested in this forth and back between these two tools, definitely check out his diary. Great write-up and a little bit too much here to really sort of do it justice within this podcast. And a couple of entities, including the German CERT Bund, have reported about an increase of attacks against Sphinx servers. If you're not familiar with Sphinx, Sphinx is a search engine. It allows you to index large SQL and NoSQL databases, and then you can write full-text queries against these data collections and come up with fairly relevant results according to the Sphinx About page. But on the bad side, Sphinx does not come with any kind of authentication. So if you are leaving Sphinx exposed to the internet, then you give anybody access to all of your data. Typically, Sphinx listens on port 9306 as well as 9312. So those are the two ports to scan your network to make sure that you don't have Sphinx exposed. The usual recommendation is don't allow untrusted hosts in your network to connect to your Sphinx servers. Any queries sent to the server should be validated and access controlled before they reach the server. And Cisco released a new set of updates. 6 of the vulnerabilities being addressed here are rated as critical. Probably most notable here are 2 vulnerabilities in the small business 220 switches. These 2 vulnerabilities do allow the execution of arbitrary code without authentication. First one is an authentication bypass flaw in the web interface that allows an attacker to inject a reverse shell. The second one is a remote code execution flaw that's also exploitable through the web management interface and yes, does not require any authentication. The second one specifically also allows code execution as root. The 4 remaining critical flaws affect the Cisco Unified Communications Service, and they mostly are authentication bypass flaws that do allow an attacker to use administrator privileges in the UCS director. And Palo Alto took a look at newly registered domains. Well, it's already kind of known, at least sort of anecdotal evidence, that newly registered domains tend to be more dangerous. And that's really what Palo Alto confirmed. They looked at newly registered domains and looks like there are about 200,000 to 300,000 domains registered each day, the vast majority for .com, but the second one is .tk. Now, .tk, you probably have seen these domains, stands for Takalau and little island of New Zealand that has their own country level, top level domain. And one of their special features is that they give away domain names for free. But while I certainly see a lot of .tk domains being used for phishing and such, they turn out not to be the most likely malicious ones. They looked just at the newly registered domains and did identify the top 15 top-level domains that had the highest rate of malicious newly registered domains. And all the way at the top, .to with something like 95% of newly registered domains being malicious, with .ki and .nf being also sort of in the 80+% range. Palo Alto took a look at a wide range of different malicious uses of these domain names. Certainly take a look at it. Maybe worth blocking some of these top-level domains. I'm always a little bit skeptical about sort of simple block lists like this, but also a lot of the new sort of generic top-level domains like your .xyz, .top, and the like tend to be mostly either spam or outright malicious. Well, that's it for today. So thanks for listening and talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.